A former Oakland City Councilman was arrested this week for battery on a police officer. Good evening, I'm Juliette Goodrich.
And I'm Brian Hackney. He's fighting back against those charges tonight. He told KPIX 5's Devin Fehely if anybody was assaulted, it was him.
The former city councilman says the entire situation escalated so quickly that before he knew it, he'd been tackled, handcuffed, and was under arrest.
I hadn't threatened anybody. I hadn't put my hands on anybody. You know, I was angry, but I hadn't physically approached or threatened anybody. I was leaving out of frustration.
Former Oakland City Councilman Wilson Riles says it was as he was leaving the city's planning and zoning department that he was confronted by 4 or 5 police officers in the hallway. Riles showed us the cuts on his arms, he says, were from being forced to the ground and handcuffed by the officers.
He took a stance to block me. I tried to squeeze around, and at that point he moved over and grabbed me.
He says he went to City Hall Thursday to discuss and hopefully resolve a years-long battle with the city over this sweat lodge used for Native American religious ceremonies, as well as these temporary structures that his family had built in their backyard. Riles was charged with battery on an officer. We reached out to Oakland police, but they didn't return our calls for comment. Wilson's wife, however, believes the officers overreacted.
Some people are allowed to raise their voice and be volatile, and some people are not. And black people in particular are seen as scary. As soon as they get angry, they're seen as threatening and all of that.
It's part of an officer's duty to de-escalate tense situation. No effort at all to de-escalate the situation.
Mr. Riles says he has a court appearance scheduled for November 18th. He says he plans to ask to have that charge dismissed at that time. In Oakland, Devin Fehely, KPIX 5.
Riles is out of custody on a $20,000 bond.